Welcome to F1 XL. This is qualifying for round 11, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix here at the Asman Arena circuit. Seems to me that we've got a bit of a competitive grid today.
Yes, I'd definitely say so.
We
We have, last round's winner, Sam Hayes, has won 3 races in a row now, and he's looking at possibly his fourth here. Seeing how he does, but close on his coattails was Rosberg in the last round, and he is only
a
3 points behind him in the championship. So that's looking like a very tasty battle for the top spot.
nice. Could you just go on your settings to see if the party's being broadcasted on your end? Because apparently, according to LHR Skyfall, he's saying make sure
Oh,
that the party chat is on broadcasted.
yep, that's it.
I
Sorry,
my
had the wrong
side
setting
is
on.
hey, wrong setting on.
Okay, it was the
No
number
worries,
box
no
instead.
worries.
We can do that bit again. I
Alright,
can just
okay.
cut all that. I can just cut all that bit out.
It's alright, it's fine. It's
Sorry,
fine.
it's my end on that one. Should be able to hear me now. Sorry, I had my setting on the wrong thing. Um, we can do that bit
Yep.
again. I can just cut that out of the video part.
It's alright, we can just keep going. This is my first time, so listen, we all make mistakes, so
It's fair enough.
not to worry.
As you probably didn't hear from me, anything I said to do with the championship as it stands, I'll just reiterate what I said. The standings of the top two at the moment are separated by 3 points, with Sam Hez winning his third race in a row, with Rosberg very close on his tail, as we are getting the green light to go for the session.
Alright. Alright, okay, we ready?
Yes.
We should be ready to go here with round 11 of the F1 XL Championship around Abu Dhabi. So, here we go. Get ready. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Sam Hez has won the 3 last races in Malaysia, America, and Japan. Meanwhile, the championship contender Rosberg has only finished fourth twice in America and Malaysia and finished second in Japan as well. Got the condition well, so they like what conditions it was in the race. So,
Japan was a full wet race. It was full wet, and it was a dry qualifying, but it was a full wet race on intermediate conditions.
Mhm.
So Sam Hez made the one stop, whereas Rosberg was forced into a two stop, stopping very near the end and having to fight
yeah,
back through OCR Caesar, who's a very good defender of this in this league. He made it hard for
yeah,
Rosberg to get past him, but he did eventually clear him. But he was only be able to bring down the gap on the fresh intermediates he was on down to about 8.8 seconds.
mm.
With he only had 2 laps to close that down, so he wasn't able to really do all that much. Peter is coming out very early on in this session.
Alright, okay.
Interesting pit lane this, and in comparison
Yeah,
to what most of the pit lane exits are here, as it dips underneath the track, unlike most tracks where it usually
yeah,
just
it's
goes.
a very unique pit lane, and that's one of the features why this track Abu Dhabi is so unique and really special to the F1 world because of pit lane. But as far as the track as well, tell us about overtaking and where the potential battles could happen in this type of race.
Well, I definitely say down these one of two long straights with the DRS, because with this first DRS zone being just before the end of the first sector, and the second one being just after the chicane in the middle of the two corners, heading down to the end of the second sector. So we'll be seeing, but the thing with the DRS zones here, you want to time your moves, because if you don't, you go through in the first part of the DRS zone, it gives the other driver who you've just overtaken a chance to come back on the second DRS zone, because it's two different detection zones. But the rest of the track is really not really so much in the way of overtaking, despite the fact that it's quite a wide track and that there was a lot of runoff areas.
Right, so we're going to be on board with. So who's in
The
the
first,
Renault?
that would
If
be
it's the
Caesar,
Ferrari,
well,
Mighty Moon,
Mighty Monobrow.
Mighty Moon. Mighty Monobrow is on the lap right now. So let's get on board with Mighty Monobrow. So he goes through a lap of the Aston Marina circuit. Goes a little bit wide there. Going into towards the chicane.
Pretty good line there, clipping both the apexes.
So he goes wide. Doesn't go too wide, goes really tight.
It's crucial to get a good line onto the straight. The first of two straights, getting the best momentum.
It's crucial to get a good exit off this main straight, and then you want to spot your braking point around about just after the 100-meter board. But it depends, like when you're racing, if you're overtaking or defending from overtaken. It depends if you want to brake later or earlier. Now as you come through the second main straight, again, this is where that infamous battle between Verstappen and Rosberg, happened. As you can see there, Mighty Moon takes that chicane very nicely indeed in towards the more technical part of this track. Now in towards the hotel section now.
As Jonas sets the fastest lap over
Spots his
139.8.
apex. So 139.8 is the fastest lap so far by Jono. 5046. Now looks like Mighty Monobrow could beat that lap time.
Coming through the last corner.
Coming through the last corner right now.
Very easy to run wide there, I'd say. And lose a lot of time.
He hasn't beaten it.
He's 6/10
Nearly a
off
whole
of him.
second down. Yeah. If the quality is bad, guys, I do apologise for that. I'm not really a regular when it comes to streaming and stuff, so I don't really have the best quality.
Rosberg is
live
third
stream,
place.
so.
He's gone third on super softs, which he's a second down,
So-
but on super softs. Sam has, I think,
On
that was
super soft, so he's going to try and go longer here. Slow Dog sets the fast lap, 139.5. Slow
good
Dog
lap there.
76. Very good lap indeed.
I think Sam Hez is going for another lap because I think that lap time he was 14 seconds off the pace, so he's going for a second lap.
Yeah. Let's see who's still not. So we've got Sam Hez 99 set at 153.5, but obviously that's just an out lap. It's not the actual lap time, because if that was, then he might have made a big mistake there. But coming through
Yeah,
the
definitely.
first chicane,
Yep.
yeah. So now he's on his actual lap, going in towards the second sector right now, and he is 8 tenths quicker than the pole time. So Sam Hez could be on provisional pole right now for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, as he comes around the more technical third sector now, in towards the
has
hotel.
a-
Can he spot his braking point?
He has a 139.5 of Rosberg with Slow Dog to beat.
So here we go. Sam Hez coming through the final couple of corners right. Cat speed slow. 9.5 around the final. Can he spot his braking line? And Sam Hez goes across the line, and it's pole position for Sam Hez. 138.5. 1 whole second indeed. Top 3 for this pole position qualifying shootout are Sam Hez, the championship leader, Slow Dog, and Jono in that Sauber. Sam Hez is going back into the pit lane. I don't blame him, to be honest. He's just set a lap time that is a whole second quicker than the rest of the field. So if I was him, I'd basically rest off, back off, and I would accept pole position right now. But as far as Slow Dog and Jono, and especially Rosberg, I mean, 140.
That's interesting. That's Warders decided to abandon that lap as John
So,
was about to
who are
come
we
round the
going to
third
go
sector
on?
and start his next lap
So yeah, here comes Jono in
around the
the
last corner.
Sauber. Let's see what he can do here. Jono coming through first
Very
corner.
neat first corner. He's not cut it, but he's taken just enough of the apex, I'd say there.
He's now coming through in towards the first chicane.
Very
towards
easy
the
to get
first
corner
chicane
cut
right now.
warnings. Very easy to get corner cut warnings through this section of corners there.
There's a person, the racer who has done that before. I can tell you how frustrating that is when you want to get that lap in and you automatically get a corner cut and a lap invalid. That's so frustrating. But now coming down the long main back straight now. In towards the massive braking point chicane. Spots his braking right there, perfectly executed. And he is on his way in towards the third chicane. So
And
let's
the
see, he's on
second
his
DRS
second sector. Second DRS zone as well, is right. So, let's see if Yono, he is 17th 9. He not ons came up, so I don't think he's gone quicker.
He looks pretty tight.
He's
It looks
gone
like a
quicker.
pretty tidy lap though, so that could make the difference here if he if he just keeps it together. He's looked more decent than he has in past weeks because his results have been very up and down in the last few rounds, so he'll be looking to get his form back on track
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So he comes round the final complex of
Oh.
corners as Cinnamon Rage has
So
popped himself
Cinnamon
into
Rage,
second place.
7
on over
tenths. Under 7 tenths is a yellow flag in sector 3. He was like, oh no! No. Oh, he went wide. He lagged there, but he's got unfair place.
9/10 of a second. Oh, someone's got
And who's
disqualified from
that?
the
Someone's
session.
been disqualified.
That's K-Boy, only in his
Wow,
second
that's-
race. That's not really a good way of making an impression, I'd say.
Wow, he's been disqualified from the session. I've never seen that before. Someone getting
Um,
disqualified from qualifying.
It happened last week
So
as
let's
well
see.
because apparently a driver was parked in a dangerous location last week as well.
Yeah.
So that happened last week too with another driver.
Wait, Cinnamon Rage. Is that Cinnamon Rage going slowly? I think he's run out of fuel. And that is Cinnamon Rage's chances of getting pole position over. And unless
Here comes
Yono or
Slowdog.
Slow Dog or anyone
Slow Dog can't
can-
improve. He hasn't
so
improved
unless
his lap time.
anyone can get, he's got one last chance though. So unless he can put a worldly out, then Sam Hez is going to get pole position.
Here
But
comes
we're going
Warner.
to see how it goes. Warner now,
On another lap, and yet another lap.
and
Well, Rosberg's not
The
going to
Warner's
improve, and
on
he's
the-
down in P8. That's not a good.
Rosberg's down in P8. The championship rival of Sam Hez is down in P8. Let's see what Warner can do on these super soft tyres. Obviously, he's on the slower tyre right now as compared to the ultra softs, but they do last longer in the race. So maybe it's a bit of a strategy type thing by Warner, so he can get an advantage and get some positions.
He's currently 1.9
Over.
seconds off the pace. He'll be able to improve on that with this lap.
So let's see, Slow Dog, Yono's going into the pit, he's given up, and so has Cinnamon Rage. So unless Slow Dog can pull out a worldly of a lap, then Sam
I
Hez
think
is
no.
going to get pole
Warner is not.
position.
Warner is not improved.
It's not improved, so we're all eyes are now on Slow Dog to see what he can do. He's 2 tenths quicker, but it's not an special, it's not in purple here.
Sam
That's
Hez has
what
gone
he
even
needs, this yellow
faster.
flag here, and Sam Hez
A 1:38.1.
How quick is this guy? Anyway, Slow Dog comes around the final corner. Can he improve on his lap time? He goes a bit wide. And Slow Dog goes
He's 4 tenths
second
off.
place.
It's at
4 tenths, but
1:38.5.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Sam Hez has taken pole position. The championship leader has taken pole position for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in a worldly of a lap. 1:38.113, less than 5 tenths quicker than Slow Dog, and the championship rival, his championship rival, Rosberg, is down in P9, 2.4 seconds off.
That's a shocker.
Unless
That's a
something happens.
real shocker, considering the fact that he's let the Chaos, his teammate, has out-qualified him by 0.3 of a second.
Wow.
That's not gonna.
That's insane.
So Rosberg has work to do in the race.
Yep, Rosberg has definitely work to do in this race,
But once again,
but it's all about Sam Hez today at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in that Red Bull. So it's Sam Hez, then Slow Dog, then Cinnamon Rage, Yono, Warder, Mighty Mono, F1 Chaos, Joski, Rosberg, and then all eyes on Matty. That's the top 10 for the race. If it's possible, take a screenshot of that. We might need that for after the race.
I have that on recording. I have the entirety of the grid on the thing.
Alright,
So,
alright, okay.
with Sam Hez having clearer in front of him for the start, and Rosberg not having cleaner, being down all the way down in P9, he's going to have to do all the work. Whereas Sam Hez, if he gets a decent start, he really can just breeze away from the pack, unless either Cinnamon or Slow Dog has an answer for him.
Well, it's never that easy in Formula One. You can be a second quick, you can get on pole, but if you don't capitalise on that start and if you don't get that launch, you could really get mugged off at the start of a race, and all that work you did in qualifying could be for nothing. So Sam Hez takes pole position for this race, has a 3-point lead to Rosberg in the Mercedes. Unless Rosberg can pull out a Hamilton and come back through the field to win this race, I don't see how Rosberg will stop Sam Hez, especially if Sam Hez gets that good start. Forget about Cinnamon Rage.
Yep,
and all the others.
Yep. Cinnamon is a decent driver, and he's scored points in almost every race this season so far. And apart from Malaysia, which is the only track he's not scored points on, he has scored points, and he is in third place. He's the next one down, I'd say, from the top two. So look out for him as well. He could be a dark horse in this top three.
The drivers will be running more of a speed setup thanks to the two main straights. But then again, there might be some others who might be wanting to run, downforce setups as well, thanks to, sector 3 and the beginning of sector 1. So it's a very complicated matchup for some of the drivers here about setup wise, and how important is getting the perfect setup for a race like this?
I'd say very important, because for a track like this you want straight line speed, but then you also want corner grip as well, because it's going to mean that means you've got a balance of both. You don't want to have too much straight line speed but then come to a corner and then not have enough corner grip. Because also remember that in between the two straights we've got the chicane as well. To the grid.
So here we go now
3.
for the round 11 of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
5 red lights.
Lights out,
and away we go.
Away we go. That was a bit of a slow start by everyone, but Sam Hez takes the lead going in towards turn 1 along with Slow Dog.
Slow Dog's under pressure from Cinnamon Rage. Cinnamon Rage has gone wide though.
Between Cinnamon Rage and
Jono's had it spin. He's spun off the back of Cinnamon.
Oh my goodness, the Force India and Toro Rosso have had a major spin.
Rosberg is up to P5 from P9 on the grid.
He's up to P5 already. And wait, bit of contact there between Force India. And yeah, as you can
Chaos
see,
has dropped down 2 positions off the grid. And
the Saubers have had major contact in towards the sector. So it's Sam Hez, then Slow Dog, then Cinnamon Rage, then Mighty Mono, then F1 Rosberg.
Good start from Mighty Mono
to get
right
these
there.
Positions.
Considering the race he had last week in Japan, it's been a very good start. He's finally showing his pace here.
Roland, he's made up 6 positions so far from the start. 6 positions, and then you have K-Bon, I don't know how to say that. He's made up 8 positions. K-Boy has made up 8 positions so far. So very
Thunderstorm is up to
there.
P10, and then the other Ferrari, he's made a decent start from he was 7. He was well down. He was about 14th, 15th on the grid, I'd say.
Yeah.
But he's under pressure from Caesar and the Renault.
Yeah, so in towards the hairpin, and K-Boy has got a 5-second stop-go penalty for exceeding track limits.
Already on lap 1. He's not already. He's not had a great. He's not really had the best of luck in terms of starts. As Sam Hez sits a 1:45.0.
So Sam Hez obviously gets the fast lap on lap 1, but everyone's going to improve after lap 1. Of course, that's the nature of Formula 1. So Sam Hez is in first place along with Slow Dog. In second place, Cinnamon Rage is in third place, but he's 1.7 seconds behind Sam. And then you got Mighty Mono in fourth, and F1 Rosberg in 5th place. If Rosberg can just hold on to that under 1 second gap, he'll be able to get DRS.
Chaos has been overtaken. Chaos has gone past Roland before they got to the DRS.
Roland's
has
been
he got
overtaken
DRS?
by
They're side by side heading down the
it's only
straight.
lap 2. Lap 2, so they won't have DRS until lap
Nope.
3. So here we go.
Yep.
Chaos and Roland are side by side. Who's going to get this battle on here between the Mercedes
Chaos is going to
and
get the line.
the
Roland is
Sauber?
up the inside though.
Chaos, Roland's going to try and go down the inside. He cuts the corner, but it's no good.
He's
But wait,
got a better
Mason,
exit. Look at that exit.
He's got a better exit. Did he track extend there?
No, he didn't track
From the
extend.
camera angle, that.
From my track camera angle, it
Wow.
didn't look like he extended.
So-
Camera extended.
Well, from my one on the broadcast, it looks like he just like cut that like little kink before the chicane. But Roland is overtaking Chaos. And as you can see, there is Rosberg.
Rosberg is
Fifth
bearing down
place.
on Mighty Monobrow. He looks like the quicker driver of these two at the moment. And he's a man on a mission to make up the ground that he has to make up. Which
Well,
he has.
Yep, he's got to make it up if he wants any chance of winning this championship.
Sam has
Of course,
Slow Dog sits a
the-
1:43.1 fastest lap. He's 8 tenths
43-1
behind
by
though.
Slow Dog. Yep. And Rosberg 140. What was that? 140 something point 8 or something? I'm not sure. I didn't see that properly.
You can go and check that.
Anyway.
Race director.
So Rosberg
That
is
last
now
lap was a
all over.
1:43.8.
So a couple attempts off the fastest lap of the race. So Rosberg now trying to get past Mighty Mono. He needs to get this done if he wants any chance of
He's
winning
7
this
tenths back,
championship.
but
And how
Mighty
appropriate
Monobrow's
is that?
run
Oh,
wide.
he's run wide.
He just let him
I
through.
think he's just let him through. I'm not really sure. Don't know why he would do that, but whatever.
Interesting
So
strategy there.
Rosberg is in
He looks
fourth
like the quicker
place
driver.
after
Look how
Mono.
much he's pulled away already.
Yeah.
Sam
So
Hez has dropped
Rosberg
a
is in
second.
fourth place right now. Sam
There's
Hez
the-
dropped the second. What's happened to Sam Hez?
It's a
Oh,
battle for the
battling
lead.
with
Slow Dog is taking the lead.
And Slow Dog, wow, with the DRS. And Slow Dog has taken the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix here. And Sam Hez's domination of qualifying doesn't look like it's paid off whatsoever. The championship leader has dropped to second place, but it doesn't matter for him as long as he finishes ahead of F1 Rosberg. And if he does that, then Sam Hez will increase his lead in the championship, and that's all that matters. That's gotta be all that matters to Sam Hez, that he increases his lead in the championship over Rosberg.
Although he's not gonna,
He'll
I
come
don't
on
think he'll
towards
settle
lap
for second
4.
place though. Being a racer, you're never gonna settle for second best. You'll always want to win.
Yeah, but when you've got a championship on the line, like you can't just be balls to the wall and all that. You've got to think about the championship, and you've got to think about what's the best thing to do. Like,
Thunder's
is
just
it
lost
finishing ahead of your
3 positions.
rival, or was he?
Don't know what's happened there,
Oh,
but
man.
he's just lost 3 positions. As Warder has overtaken Cavi for P12. But
So
if I
Cavi,
recall back to Baku, in the same situation, these same 2 drivers actually, Sam Hez was fighting with Slow Dog, and he put himself at risk. He almost goes for a move
massive
there.
contact there between Bruno and Cavi as they go side by side in towards the hairpin. That's not going to work, especially if the damage is on
It's on full.
realistic.
It's on Phil.
Well, it's on full, so looks like the damage is just normal,
Sam
but
Hez
if it
not
was
able
on
to make a move.
realistic.
He's not able to make a move on them.
So here he goes in the south, he goes down the inside, he dives down the inside. Oh my goodness me, that was a Daniel Ricciardo's dive bomb, and that was, wow. That is a dive bomb that I could only use to describe myself in RFL pre-season race when I dive bombed Diablo. He got the position
Sam
anyway,
Hez has lost the
and
back
it doesn't
end.
look like he's going to give.
He's lost the back
Oh, wait,
end.
has he?
He's just lost the back end, and he's lost a second. He's 1.5 behind.
Lost the second, the championship leader, and Cinnamon Rage could
It's
not
all
get
over the
second
back of him
place.
now. He's 5 tenths behind. He's lost the back end again, coming at the last corner. Lost a little time as K-Boy's
Oh
overtaking
my
Caesar.
goodness me.
Warder is overtaking Dom.
High drama.
And Dom's re-overtaking
here
Warder
at the
again.
Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Wow, look at this. Look at Rosberg, 5 seconds behind Cinnamon Rage. So
the
he
more-
can't capitalise on any mistake that Sam Hez has made.
Well, the thing is though, all they fight, if they start fighting very heavily though, it's going to start costing time in terms of Rosberg starting to catch up, because he's in clear air. He has nobody near him.
Yeah.
As Dom and Warder are Dom and Matty are once again going to battle.
So here is Roland and Chaos. They're going to go side by side.
Dom's
I think
going to have
Chaos
the
has got
DRS
DRS.
on Matty. Is he going to be able to make the
Can
move,
he
or
make
is he
an
going to wait?
overtake? Nope.
He's not
He's
close
gonna
enough, I
wait,
don't think.
There's no point.
Dom does have the
Not close
DRS,
enough whatsoever.
but he's not close enough to make the move on Matty. This is for the last points position at this moment in time. So Matty runs a little bit wide, but he's managed to keep the position. As this fight is help, Caesar in front pull away. And we have Warder in the background as well. Matty could technically play the team game here and hold up Dom to help Warder catch up.
Right. So, lap 5 of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for F1 XL F4.
Dom's
Sam
trying to go around the
Hayes is
outside,
in
but there's
second
no one
place.
there. Sam Hayes is
Sam
about to get
Hayes
back
in
down
second
again.
place.
Oh, Slowdog has set another
But-
fastest lap of a 1:43.0.
So,
Dom is overtaking
Slow Dog
Matty.
is slowly starting to
His
get
Dom's
away.
gone. Dom went round the outside into the last sector,
Lovely move there by Dom and the Williams. And that
and I think.
points paying position in 10th bit of lag there.
Yep.
Lag spikes.
Warder overtook his teammate as well. Back
Right
on
there.
board with Chaos, who is still in the back of Roland, but I don't think he's close enough to make a move. So the gap between Sam Hayes and Slowdog is back. It's now. It was at 9/10 of a second. Now it's 1.2.
So, could he dive bomb here?
No.
Oh!
Chaos has made
Bit of
contact with the back of the
there.
Sauber.
In contact with Roland, and that
He's-
is not going to go well with
He's-
Roland or Chaos.
He's gonna. I don't think he has wing damage though. I think he's got away with it. I don't think he made enough contact toward any kind of wing
No, but I've
damage.
seen some debris fly out, so
Maybe
he
he
must
did
have
then.
damage, surely.
It must be a tiny bit of damage then. It's not
Because that's
recognisable
going
to
to
the camera.
affect the downforce, especially in the sector 3. Slow Dog, wait a minute, Cinnamon Rage.
Cinnamon's got
Sam
past Slow Dog.
Hayes. Sam Hayes is back in the lead. How did we miss that? Sam Hayes is back in the lead.
Slowdog
the
has
Abu
wing
Dhabi Grand
damage.
Prix.
I think Slowdog has wing damage.
Has he got wing
Doesn't-
damage?
It doesn't look. Why would he?
Doesn't look
unless
like
he's
it.
Maybe he's got damage. I don't know. It looks.
Maybe he's
just
made a mistake
then.
or something, because Cinnamon Rage is now in second, so he might have made a mistake.
That's unfortunate. He was very comfortable. He was comfortable in the lead as well.
Wow. So Sam Hayes is in the lead again of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, with Cinnamon Rage in second place now, 2 seconds behind.
Rosberg has an 8.3 second gap between him and Slowdog. 8 point.
Wow. Don't think Abu Dhabi is F1 Rosberg's track. Pun intended, but
Funny thing
looking
when
at
the
the
actual
gap between Rosberg and. Oh wait, who's that? There's 3 second time
Monobrow's ran
penalty.
wide. He's lost the position to Roland. He's going to lose another one at Chaos as well. I think he's crashed.
Has he got damage?
No, he just went wide.
Oh, he just went wide. Wow.
He just ran wide at the he ran wide just after the end of the second sector. Just
Wow.
a little after the end of the
As you
second
can
sector.
see, look how slowly Chaos is going through that final corner. That damage is really affecting him. He's going to be losing at least half a second each lap. See, look how slowly he's going through the first corner.
Yep,
So
he's
that
struggling.
damage has.
Yep, I can see the damage.
He
now.
needs to come in.
Jono has already
has to
pitted.
come in and get
He's
that.
already pitted on lap 8.
The flag sector 2. What's happened here? Oh wait, that's Williams. Slow Dog spun. Slow Dog spun.
Oh, he's
And
he's very, very good.
he's waiting for the right. Yep.
Chaos is going to get him as
Very
well.
smart thing to do there. Very smart
Dave's
thing
not
to do there, just letting.
Yeah, day's not going well for the Williams driver. Although he's still side by side with Chaos, even though he's had a
Oh,
compromised
side by
exit.
side with Chaos.
No,
Who's gonna
let-
get?
He's going to
Yep.
let him have it.
And Chaos goes around the outside. Very nice move there by Chaos after Slow Dog made the mistake.
As Monobrow is catching up to the back of Slowdog. I think something's wrong with Slowdog here because he's suddenly very slow all of a sudden.
Yep, he's got damage.
Yep.
Front wing damage.
For the second race in a
Wing
row, he has
damage
wing
again.
damage. Because he had wing damage
And
last
he's
week as
coming
well.
into the pits.
Monobrow's pitted as well.
So he's coming in.
So So it's Williams versus Ferrari in the pit lane. Who's going to win?
So here we go, between Ferrari and Williams. Who's going to get the best stop here? And the Ferrari's done it. Thanks to the front wing damage has done its damage. And the Ferrari has gained the position over Slow Dog. And now Mighty Monobrow is now up into 12th place. As you can see, his teammate very wide. His teammate's gone very wide there. Thunderstorm's gone very wide in towards the chicane.
Cabby also in the pits.
Yep.
Jono.
So Sam Hez leads 4 seconds, and here comes Sam Hez, the first of the main runners into the pits on lap 9 of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
On board with Jono, who is trying to catch up on Joe.
Sim and Rage. Where does Rosberg is now in second place, but he still has to make a pit stop. So now Monobrow's got a 3-second time penalty. So now Rosberg needs to stop pushing if he wants any chance to finish out ahead of Sam Hez. And Sam Hez has gone down to 4th now.
Sam Hez needs to not come out in
stop,
traffic.
Yep. Oh, and he's now side by side with the Sauber. And F1 XL Roland just finishes ahead of him, but I do believe that.
And Roland on track does not have to move, so he's going to have to work for the overtake.
Yep.
But he has the DRS though, and I'm fairly sure this should be an easy move for the Red Bull driver, I'd say. Unless Roland defends the inside line, which he is not.
Nope, he doesn't.
He's just going to let him go, I think. Well, no,
down
he is on
the outside.
Oh no!
Nope.
He held it on the outside. Well done to Roland.
If he can hold the inside line, and he does. And this is going to prove costly for Sam Hez if he can't get the position done. But he's on the error.
He's trying to go round the outside. Is he going to make it work? No, Roland's pushing him. He's going to make it work. He spun.
He spun. Sam Hez.
I wonder if there was contact. I wonder if there was contact for them.
There was contact. I seen it. He was trying to go around the outside. His rear left tyre clipped. Warden's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But Sam Hez, who was leading this race at one point, has spun with Roland.
There's going to be some controversies about that later on, I'd say.
There might be a ticket. I don't know how F1 XL does finish.
Ticket shares. There is going to be a ticket involved in that later on, as Cinnamon Rage is pitted from second place.
Cinnamon Rage is pitted, so F1 Rosberg takes the lead, but he's still yet to pit though. So where is Cinnamon Rage going to be?
Is coming out of the pits. Cinnamon Rage is coming out from underneath the track. Sam Hez, that spin's going to cost him. He's going to come out ahead of Sam Hez, I think.
So that spin has cost Sam Hez. The spun has cost Sam Hez the chance to be in front of Cinnamon Rage, and now Cinnamon Rage is in third place of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Slow Dogs has the fastest lap on the soft tyres.
I don't know why somebody of my friends has just joined this session.
Is it an invite only or like open?
And it's on friends only, but you shouldn't have joined. So ignore that.
No worries. Anyway, Cinnamon Rage trying to go down the inside.
He's going to make this move early. He is not staying behind Roland. He is making the move very early.
Roland is in second place, so Rage is on a roll right now. Is that gap going to...
Cinnamon Rage could have just put himself in the box seat for winning this race.
Well, the problem is that going to be enough for when Rosberg pits?
He's got a 9-second gap.
See, Rosberg
Let's go on board with the Mercedes driver, see if he will be going in the pits anytime, going to pits this lap, or if he will be carrying on. And Sam Hez is 410. 410. Sam Hez is only
3 temps. He's 3.5 temps
3
away
tenths
from
behind Chaos.
And Rosberg does not pit.
He's still going on. That's it. He's going for a lot. I think Rosberg's going for the one stop.
But he's going to lose all that time now. He's 2.5 seconds off the fastest lap of the race, so he's going to lose all that time.
Cinnamon on fresh tyres is going to start reeling him in. He's taken 3 tenths out of him. But then he lost the 10th as Sam Hez is struggling to get past Chaos, who is not moving for him.
Chaos.
Which he does know, he doesn't have to move.
OCR Caesar OCR sees it in. Oh, that was a.
Oh, that's a
nice
big mistake.
corner
Sam
puck
Hez
there
made
by Sam
another
Hez.
mistake. That's put Caesar
Has he?
right on the back of him.
Oh my goodness me!
What has
Wow.
happened? It's just like
Sam
he's
Hez.
crumbled in the race.
It might be
He's
the
just-
dirty air.
Yeah, it must be
Might
the dirty air.
dirty air that's affecting him.
Let's go
And plus
back on
with this
board.
game, it's with lots of slipstream. Okay, he's got to make this move surely. Oh, he
Chaos is
squeezes him.
squeezing him to the inside line in the same style as
He
what
squeezes
is
him, but
on-
he gets him there.
He's made the same move. Dom Slowdog is trying to clear K-Boy, and he's not going to move aside easily. Though I don't think, as Dom has gone into the pits.
Dom's in the pits. So now we've got a three-way battle here for fourth place.
K-Boy has got to pit though at some
K-Boy,
point.
Slow Dog, and Roland. So
He's gonna
K-Boy,
K-Boy though is gonna
yeah.
be losing time though on those old supers at this point. I'd say he's been on those
He's
for
lost so much
15
time.
laps. He's been on those for 15 laps
Yeah.
now.
yeah, it's just a matter of time now when
Yep.
Slow Dog overtakes him.
Here comes
it is.
Slowdog. He's not gonna waste time, and I don't think he wants to. I'm not sure if K-Boy will make this
Board.
difficult for him.
With K-Boy.
he's-
And
Here comes Roland as
Slow
well.
Dog gets the position. Oh, wait a
Roland's
minute,
going
down
for all
inside.
three of them. What
Oh.
a move by Roland!
Inside of both.
What a
Slow Dog
move!
and K-Boy. Roland.
What
What
a move!
That has to be the move of the race there. When
And he's put himself
Slow
up to
Dog tried to
P4.
get past K-Boy.
As
Roland
Jono has
seen the
dropped down a
gap.
few positions.
Roland see the gap, and he's got a Slow Dog to the penalty.
Yep,
3
that could be
second time
crucial.
penalty for multiple warnings.
That could be crucial.
Bloody hell, what a move. We didn't even see
Sam-
that coming there from Roland.
Yep.
So Roland is now in fourth
He's-
place.
He did the same thing. He did a very audacious sort of dive bomb technique last round in the last corner in Japan as well, where he went round the outside of the last corner on two cars. He didn't quite make the move as cleanly as that time, but it was about the same circumstances.
Wide.
Oh,
Might have
Roland,
damage.
Slow Dog's going round the outside.
Roland
Oh no.
round the outside.
No, he's got the inside line for the next corner though.
Goes
It's not
Roland.
enough.
Slow Dog now, trying to defend. And he does, very nice.
Roland doesn't have
Defensive
DRS to
drive- defensive driving
defend
there.
with this time either. But Slowdog does not look like he's got a good exit.
Does he go defensive, or does he just
He's not,
land
I
to
don't
get the
think
position?
he's
gotta watch
had
out
to
for
go
the dive bomb.
defensive because Slowdog
He's
wasn't
got to
close
watch out for
enough.
the dive bomb. Nope. Dive bomb
Slowdog is a
doesn't
bit
happen,
more.
so-
Slowdog's a little bit more reserved, I'd say. I don't think he'll go for the dive bomb move. He's more likely to go for the
Yeah.
move that he knows is a bit safer.
Yeah, he's patient when he makes his moves. So, Slow Dog chasing down Roland.
Has Roland?
16 of 28
Roland hasn't pitted yet.
of this.
I don't think.
He has. He has.
he
pitted.
has. Is he gonna? Did he go? So he started in ultras. Did he start in ultras or did he start in supers?
I'll check now. So Roland.
Sam Hez sits
He's
one
on the
front.
softs, right? Super softs. He started on the super softs.
So he's not pitted yet.
He has pitted.
He has pitted.
So he
So he's
started
gone.
on super softs, and now he's on softs.
It says he's on supers on my screen.
No, he's on softs on mine. So
It's
Oh,
tired.
this
It's one of,
game.
one of the glitches with the game.
yeah.
As
Yep, it's happened.
yeah,
It's
just
happened a
ignore
lot.
just ignore the glitches. It's part of the game, which really should
Yeah.
be fixed, but never gets fixed.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Classic Codemasters.
Or as we
So
or,
anyway.
or sometimes they're called bug masters.
Oh, bit of.
Oh, slow down. Yes,
Bugmasters.
it works.
Oh my goodness me. Yep, it does.
As
Anyway.
the slow dog is
Slow
coming
Dog
once again.
tries
Take
to-
two. He's
So here
closer
we
this
go,
time
take
as
two.
Chaos has got a 3-second time
Yep,
penalty for
Chaos
multiple warnings.
time penalty as well. So here we go. And he make
No,
will he
he's
make
not
the
close
move? No,
enough.
he doesn't.
Again, he's having to be patient behind this car,
having
and
to
this is
move.
costing him time. I think he's got he's all right because he's got almost a 6.3 second gap to K-Boy behind him. But he needs to clear Roland because he's just holding him up.
So
Because Roland has a massive gap in front of him to Rosberg, and Caesar's
hey
got
boy
to stop.
still hasn't pitted yet. Look at the wear on his tyres, and Caesar's got a 5-second stop-go penalty, but
Roland's not pitted
as
yet
we
either.
look,
And I think Roland and K-Boy are going for the ultra soft strategy, I wonder.
yeah, so Roland trying to get
Roland's
past.
ran a little bit wide.
Roland trying to defend. Roland trying to defend.
He's not going to make a move here, though. I don't think he'd make a move there. That's
He
a bit
could,
too risky.
unless if Roland goes really wide.
Yeah, that's the only way I'd see
I
that
don't think
working.
it's going to happen.
That's the only way that'd work, because I don't think that would work any other way. 'Cause he's got a better run at
So,
the last corner. He's not
Slow
make
dog
anything
with,
it.
in my opinion, the best car in the game, the Williams. Can he get past Roland here for 4th place in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix?
He's 3/10
Both
behind.
on the same tyre.
He's 1/10 behind now.
Does he do
He's
the
going to go
dummy?
for the move. No, he's not going to go for the move. He's
No.
testing him to see what he's going to do there.
Oh.
Close,
And
close.
He's thinking about it, he's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it, and
tell
then he's
he's thinking
realising he
about it
doesn't
with
want to
the
lose any
way
of his
that
front wing.
Yeah. You just tell by the way
Well,
he's
Chaos
positioning the
Chaos
car.
is going for a move on Caesar round the outside. It's a three-way battle for 7th place. And Warders
Lovely.
went round the outside of Chaos into the first of the long straights, and Chaos has just been mugged.
So Slow Dog's overtaken Roland. Roland's wait, what the hell's going on here? Roland is side by side.
Side by side,
Roland,
also with
Slow Dog
Caesar
here.
and Warder. Is Warder going to go round the outside? He runs wide. I don't think he's going to do it though. Caesar is
Oh, no, he's
holding
not.
on just about for 7th place at the moment, but I think
Oh
he's
my
going to lose
goodness
it
me.
here. He's
Side
round
by
the outside at
side.
the moment.
Goes Warder and Chaos.
Warder,
And Warder's
Caesar.
got the position.
Warder's round the
Sam
outside, but
Perez
Caesar's
fastest
still
lap of
there.
the race.
There's
Oh,
contact.
they touch.
Oh, there's a bit
They
of contact, but
touch.
there's. I don't think any of them have been screwed over too
spin.
much in all that move. He's still very close
Nice
in
control
Chaos.
there by control there by Warder and Caesar to get the car back under control.
Oh, Caesar's mate. I
After
think
that
Caesar might
contact.
have. I think Caesar Roland has got himself 3-second
Oh,
time
he's got
penalty.
time penalty.
As
Time penalty for
As
multiple warnings.
Chaos is now all over the back. I hate that camera the way it does it. Chaos is now all over the back of Caesar, and I think Caesar is struggling. I wonder if Caesar's got wing damage from that, because he's suddenly dropped like VFR's. K-Boy's just suddenly come back on track from being off track. Caesar's gone into the pits.
He's gone into the pits, but now look at this. Roland trying to go down the inside. Well, Roland trying to defend, and from Slow Dog around the outside.
Good
Gets
move by
the
the
move
Williams
on.
driver.
Great move there.
Now is Roland going to be able
And
to come
now
back
Slow
at him?
Dog. And now Slow Dog.
Now we know
is now
Roland has made
in
one audacious
4th
move.
place.
Is he going to make another?
Around
He's going
the
to go.
outside.
It's round the outside this time.
Around the
He's defending
outside.
the
No.
inside. No, he's not going to make that work. That was
No
too
way.
much to ask, I think, of his car there.
Yeah.
Sam
And
Hez,
Slow Dog now finally
uh,
has a gap.
small update on the gap between the leaders. It is 5.5
Caesar has
seconds
another
between
penalty.
Cinnamon and Sam Hez at the moment. And Rosberg is also not making any ground on Sam Hez.
He needs to get that undercut going for him. If he's making a 2-stop, he needs to get the undercut going.
Because he started on ultras and he went to supers, and I'm fairly sure at the time when he stopped for supers, he's
Yeah.
not going to be able to make those last to the end. Or for 12th place.
Battle for 12th place.
Matty,
Between Oscar and all eyes on Matt. He's went wide.
Caesar's run wide.
He's went wide, and so. Oh, free
He's going to
wide.
be screwed over. Matty's going to be screwed over there. No, Jono's going to have to go the long way around.
Side by side goes to Salva and Arena. I think they've both got the DRS, so who's gonna? Oh, that's a terrible angle. As they go in towards, and yep, has taken 12th place.
He's
Decent
still
battles
in
going
12th,
on
and
everywhere.
Jono has
Look
overtaken
at this,
Matty.
Mighty Monobrow is now trying to take 9th place of Thunderstorm.
His teammate. So is there going to be
His
any?
teammates,
Is there
so
going
both
to?
teammates are
Are they
starting
going to
up.
be? Are there going to be any team orders here? I wonder.
Orders?
Yes, I think.
You,
No, there isn't.
Ferrari, but come on. Team orders.
Or any.
I mean, come on, boys. If you're going to fight out for positions, at least do it the right way and just fight it out. Not
As
any
Matty
team
is
orders,
Matty
like.
is re-overtaking Jono.
Oh. So Matty is re-overtaking Jono for 13th place. Oh, Sam Hez is now 1.8 seconds behind.
Monobrow's gone into
Sam
the back of
Hez.
1.8, 1.6.
Sam
141.6.
Hez is now. Wow. Sam Hez is now starting to really catch Cinnamon Rage now. We've got 5 laps to go of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and Cinnamon Rage is now going to start to feel the pressure. Oh,
Monobrow made a mistake and he went straight into the back of his teammate and lost half of his front wing.
wow.
He can now start to see the Toro Rosso in front of him. So is sister team versus main team here?
Wow.
Oh, he's had a
Sam
lockup.
Hez is closing the gap. He's locked up there, but he's closing the gap
1.4
majorly.
seconds. We have 4 laps to
Do
go.
you think he's?
All
Do you
Cinnamon-
think he's going to overtake Cinnamon Rage by when the race is over? I think he will.
He's gonna have to. They got a back marker of that is Snake again, who they're going to be coming up to as well, who could play a pivotal role in this battle.
Yep, indeed.
In the same sense of what happened to what happened to Vettel with Vettel Massa as the car gets out of the way.
Jono gets another penalty.
He's still only just behind
Oh.
Caesar, and Matty's dropped a second behind.
Oh, wait,
Snake's
sector
gone.
3. What's happened? Sector 3. Oh, Snake's gone.
He's just retired. I think he was
Snake's
off track.
DNF,
I
so-
think he was off track when he did that. Hopefully he was off track and he
He's
didn't intentionally crash out. Has he
He's crashed. Who knows?
That could be. I'm not sure.
Who knows? But Sam Hayes is under a second from Cinnamon Rage, and the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix can change hands right now.
Yep.
We've got 4 laps to go, and Cinnamon
could be interesting.
Rage.
Cinnamon Rage. Now what he has to do is he now has to defend for his life.
Which tyres is he on?
Soft
Because
tyres.
it's
They're
just
both on
changed
softs.
from soft to.
They're both on softs.
No, it's just changed from. Yeah, I've had the tyre glitch again. It's changed from soft to super soft. So
Yeah, they're both on softs.
both Cinnamon Rage and Sam Hayes are now on soft tyres with 4 laps to go of this race.
He's not able to make a move into the first DRS zone. However, he has got a second bite of the cherry.
Could he make him in the second? Yep. And now look at this, he's closer. He's smelling the blood of Cinnamon Rage.
Cinnamon is dipping in and out of negative fuel mix.
Wow.
If you look
Right
on
round
the
the
if you look
outside.
on the if you look on the telemetry, you can see him dipping in and out occasionally of the yellow fuel bar menu, the yellow menu coming up over the fuel.
He's on lane as well.
He's having to see if you look he's having to go between all the fuel mixtures here because I think he's
Wow, look at that.
what is Sam Hez on, I wonder, fuel mix wise.
Yep, he's on lane.
I think does he have more fuel?
Oh, he's got 0.50 laps of fuel left.
He's more fuel than what I think
He's on
Cinnamon Rage
rich.
has then. Sector 1,
So here we
Caesar's
go,
out.
We're not going to go away from this battle. Caesar's out.
He's crashed in
Caesar's
Sector
out
1.
of the race.
They'll not be able to overtake through this
Oh,
sector.
well, round the inside. Goes K-Boy. And all eyes on Matty.
Well, John was
Now
under
back
pressure from the
to-
looks of those two drivers. I'll keep an eye on the lead battle
Now
here. I'll
back
keep an eye on
to
that.
this action.
Yep.
Last
see.
couple of laps in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Can Sam Hez,
Sam Hez is
who
even closer.
qualified,
He looks like he's made a bit of a
a
mistake coming out
second
of that corner.
quicker than everyone else, can he get this victory?
He's not close enough, I don't
Notice
think.
how he's always revving up the gears when he changes. Something he shouldn't do, but where's he going to go? Does
He's
he
not going to be
dive?
able to make the move here, and it's a double lock up in the
Cinnamon
front
locks
tyres
up.
from Cinnamon.
Cinnamon locks up, but he gets the better exit.
Cinnamon is just keeping him at bay. He's keeping him at bay at about between the 2/10th and the 4/10th mark. So he's able to just keep him at bay. Sam Hez is going to try and go around the outside. That's an audacious move, but I think
Round the outside.
He's
I don't
just
think
gonna
that's
close the
happen
door.
at all.
he's just going to see that move and he's going to immediately close the door on that move, I'd say.
Yeah. Now let's see if he. Don't think he's going to make a move in towards the hotel section.
Oh, Sam has made a little bit of a
Oh.
mistake. from the looks of
wow.
it. Nope. It looks like he made a mistake, but he just got a better exit.
As long as he remains consistent, he could have this. Sam Hez could win
It's
this race.
0.3 of a second. He's just weaving to let him know he's in the mirrors.
Oh. Wow. He's trying to do anything he can to make sure that Cinnamon.
Yep, Cinnamon. If you see, they're also
just
Cinnamon
making a
again,
mistake.
dipping in and out a few. Penultimate lap.
Here we go, the penultimate lap of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Can Cinnamon Rage hold on here?
Sam Hez is going to go up the inside if he's not careful there. He left a little bit of space. But
no, oh.
He's not going to be able to do it here, but it's the closest he's been yet.
Oh,
He's stuck his nose sort of in there, but he wasn't able to make much of it, but he's the closest he was ever going to be.
Like half
Bit of lag there.
combined with you, so I don't know what's going to happen.
So here we go. Is he going to make the move? No, he's
D
not.
around the
From the looks
outside.
of it. Oh, Cinnamon's blocking him out.
Pushes him wide.
Oh, there's
Oh my
contact.
gosh! The race leader at second place made contact. And
He's letting him back
Cinnamon
through.
Rage.
He's letting him back
He's
through.
letting him back
That's
through. Smart
that's
thing
good
to do
sportsmanship there.
Good sportsmanship.
I think
but he's lost time there.
Sam has did Sam has get wing damage from that? I wonder.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. So we can carry. That was interesting there. I think
Rosberg is nowhere to be seen.
nowhere, and he's on
So
his
yellow
own. He's
flag in sector 2.
He's 17 seconds behind. I think that
Wait,
Warder's
what's left?
Warder's out from 6th
What
place
is
in the
he
group.
left?
He's out from 6th place.
So now Chaos goes into 6th place.
That's going to be a welcome change for the Mercedes drivers who had a horrible last couple of races, considering he DNF'd on lap 1 in Japan.
So now here we go, the final lap of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Cinnamon Rage has got a ton of pressure from Sam Hez. But can Sam Hez, who has dominated this race, qualified on pole by a whole
Oh, he's
second?
made a mistake. He's made a little mistake there. As we have a yellow flag. I think that's a yellow flag in sector 2 for Warder's car, I suspect.
Yeah, for Waters. Yep. Oh,
Sam Hez got a 3-second time penalty.
he's got a time penalty. Sam Hez.
This race is over, I think. Even if he
He's got a
passes him,
time penalty, and that's it.
that's a big mistake from the man that normally
Unless
doesn't
he
get
does
time
a
penalties.
Daniel
He's got a time.
Ricciardo.
He obviously had 2 warnings. Oh
Unless
dear.
he does a Daniel Ricciardo, dives down the inside and just completely
Leaves him
punts
behind.
him.
He's not going to be able
So
to do
I don't
anything.
think that's going to happen.
Cinnamon's got this. Cinnamon Rage might
No.
win this. Is going to win this race. I think, because unless he's not going to be able to
So
pull 3
Sam
seconds on the
Hez-
last lap.
Yeah, if I was Sam Hez, I would keep in second place because now he's going to get second place no matter what happens.
He's
If
just-
he overtakes him or not, plus Rosberg
He's
is
18.
too far back.
He's 18 seconds back.
18
He's going round the outside.
Around the outside!
He's cut the corner
He
though.
got the corner again!
Oh, he's
God.
got up the inside again. No, he's not.
Oh no. It doesn't really matter because
Oh, here we go. He's going to try and make the move.
Penalty.
It doesn't matter about that, but he's barged him out wide. He's taking the
done
lead.
it.
I know it's not going to matter for much here, but he's taking the lead.
He's done it, but
I
as long
don't-
as Cinnamon holds on under 3 seconds. Wait, Cinnamon's gonna. Wait, is that?
No, he's okay. He's okay. I think. As he comes round the
Around
last
the
corner, Sam
final
Hez is going to
corner,
win the
Sam
race, but
Hez.
Cinnamon Rage and the Toro Rosso is going to win his first race in
Takes
F1
first
XL
place.
Season
Cinnamon
10.
Rage. Cinnamon Rage wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix of F1 XL Formula 4 in a great
2.2
battle
seconds
with
it is in
Sam
the end.
Hez.
That 3-second time
And
penalty
the
was costly.
championship extends.
To 6
the
points.
championship leader,
Rosberg
Sam
comes
Hez.
home P3.
Extends his championship lead by 3 points. Moving on to next week's race. Slow Dog comes in 4th
P4.
place in the Williams. Brilliant.
Roland is going to
racing
get
there by
P5,
Slow Dog.
up 7 places on the grid.
F1 XL boys, Roland and Chaos.
Chaos, it's going to be a welcome change for Chaos getting points. Roland is happy with that.
5th place.
As Chaos is
and
coming
6th place
through
for
the
the
last
F1
corner.
XL boys.
Chaos has got another time penalty just to finish off the race, but
Oh Jesus.
here we. How much time is he actually? I don't think he's going to drop behind Dom though. I think Dom is too far back.
Well, Dom's coming through the penultimate corner. He's 14 seconds.
It's
so-
more points for the Williams driver,
Yep, indeed.
and he's happy with that race as well.
Williams get a double points finish.
And here comes Thunder through the last few
Thunder.
corners. Thunder's actually was coming under pressure, and I think if Joe had more laps, he would have overtaken him. As Joe's on a set of
Thunderstorm,
ultras.
8th place, Joe 9th place, and then who's going to finish in 10th place? Is it John Joe? They all
K-Boys
go
ran
back.
wide. Jono's going to get it, I think.
But it doesn't matter. John Joe gets the final paint point position. And
Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped out with the
was
points.
a hell
He dropped out
of
the
a
points at the
wait,
last
has he?
minute. He finished 11th.
Wow. Wow,
Oh,
so
no.
John Joe is out the points.
He finished. This is
Wow.
the points. So,
What a mad race.
well done to Cinnamon Rage. He held off the
Cinnamon
pressure
Rage.
very, very well.
Takes the victory
And
from...
I'd say, and it's Toro Rosso that beats Red Bull. But that one, Sam Hayes should have won that race.
Sam has dominated, but thanks to one mistake, that cost him.
Yep.
But ultimately, it doesn't really matter because Sam Hez still leads the championship
From
by
Rosberg.
6 points. Can Rosberg do anything to stop Sam Hez?
Gonna have to see.
He could have won this race, but thanks to one mistake, that doesn't matter. But Sam Hez still leads the championship. Here's your classification. So Cinnamon Rage wins the race with Sam Hez in second.
Penalties as well.
Rosberg, the only person along with Cinnamon Rage not to have a penalty. Slow Dog 4th, Roland 5th, Chaos in 6th, Red Devil Dom in 7th, Thunderstorm in 8th, Joeski in 9th, and then All Eyes on Matty on 10th. John Joe 11th after that time penalty. Well, geez, three time penalties. K-Boy 12th after that awful pit strategy.
And then,
Hit him on a brow.
one
13th.
that I think the other one was Cavi. That's who Magnussen was. Warder, and then we had the 3 DNFs. While we're waiting for that race, waiting for the drivers to join the party. What are your thoughts on that race then?
Pretty good. Pretty.
Welcome, Chaos.
Welcome.
Well.
um,
I thought that the race was very good. Thought there was a lot of strategy involved. Obviously, that was one of the main parts of this race, like strategy about undercuts and all that. Obviously, we saw that K-Boy, his strategy didn't pay off, but it was all about who got the right tyres, who got the right pit stops, and who got the right pace. And obviously, it all came down to one mistake, and that mistake was
a time penalty.
Cinnamon Rage. Yep, to the time penalty.
Yep.
That cost Thingy the race.
Okay, so Chaos. Start with your race then.
Yes.
So, after what has been 2, we'll say, very disappointing rounds of the last 2 rounds with USA and Japan, how does it feel to finally get a decent result?
It felt good. I mean, like I said before, like you just mentioned, I had 2 bad races beforehand. Last one with Japan getting screwed over at turn 1, but no, it was actually a good race. I was happy with the decisions I made. I was a bit pissed off. I got a wee bit of wing damage, but I should have changed earlier. But I stick with my pit strategy, what strategy I was going for, so I kept with it, and it paid off dead on. Could have done a lot better, but I was happy with the results I got. Sam Hayes, best I could when he was behind me.
We've seen
Going
that,
through
yes.
Sector 3 and Sector 1. I was holding him up on purpose.
I
didn't
kind
care.
of figured that. I kind of figured it was going to be the case.
spinning the Red Bull.
You got
I
Kit
was
Caesar,
making
have
it
you-
easy for him to pass.
So, one last thing to say, with what has been a decent result, say here, Chaos, how do you think you'll do next round? And do you feel you
Well,
get
next
the best
round,
at the team this
Brazil.
time round?
Brazil, I do like Brazil. It's one of my favourite tracks, so I should do well, and I already know what kind of strategy I'm going for because it pays off. It paid off the last time, but I did crash out, but it was working for me, so I'm going with the same strategy I was doing last season.
Okay then. Well, congratulations, Chaos, on finally ending your duct of what was 2 real bad results. And hopefully you carry on your form in Brazil. Anyway, so
Thank
from
you.
one good race to one not so good race. What happened, Caesar?
I had a bit of a Horlicks race, to be honest. How it ended, it was me and John who came together in the exit the first corner. He was on my outside, I was on his inside, and I think he got on the curb. He lost traction, and then when he came back on the track a bit more properly, he caught my front wheel, and around I went, and the wheel basically flew off my car.
That's unfortunate.
I hit the wall.
So what?
It's been
Sorry, carry on.
okay.
Yes.
No, I think I'm building up to that point. I had to make an extra pit stop because I was doing a one stop today, and then I got stuck behind one of the Ferraris. Went into the back of him. Even though I broke early, I just went into the back of him still. Couldn't avoid it. And qualifying, it wasn't so great either.
So where do you think you could have finished had the luck gone your way?
I think the luck started quite badly actually in qualifying. Hez overtook me on my flying lap. I don't know if it was seen on TV or anything like that. But, he tried to go around the outside of me at the end of the second straight, and it compromised me and cost me about 6 or 7 tenths. So I could have probably got top 10 qualifying. I got held up at the beginning of the race, so I think that probably compounded it a bit. But if I didn't have to make the second pit stop and get damaged, I think I could have been around where Chaos was, because I was around that area on different strategies.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't have any penalties at the time either, so it was possible I could have got probably top 8 today.
Well, hopefully you have better luck next round in Brazil. Would you say Brazil's a good track for you?
What are you doing, Sammy?
I have a
Yeah,
lot of
no,
fond memories of Brazil.
Alright, you know what?
No,
It's.
I'll-
I don't think I've actually ever had a bad race. I mean, when we had the race last season, I had the mother of all fights with underscore beaten for third. So I came from the back of the field in that as well, because I think there was a safety car and it was like double stacking it in the McLaren, and I just got confused and ended up third. But it was a great race, and it's a good racetrack, and probably be really close lap times.
Yeah. So hoping that so you're hoping lightning strikes twice then in this occasion. Then hopefully you get another podium then.
I'll certainly aim for a good result.
Okay. Roland, you had a pretty good race as well, I'd say. So
Yeah, wasn't bad.
talk us through your race.
Yeah, I qualified in 12th on super softs. I was deciding to do one stop, and yeah, I avoided the carnage in turn 2, ended up in 6th place, and yeah, just stuck to my strategy. Had a good battle with Chaos, and later with Slow Dog,
Yeah, we've
and
seen
in
that
the end,
battle.
water was catching me. Water was catching me, and yeah, I was thinking he would overtook me, or he would place ahead of me because of penalties, but then he suddenly spun. I don't know what
Border
happened
crashed
there,
out the
but-
race actually, because I don't actually know what happened.
Yeah,
to
he was
Border.
behind me coming on the straight, and
Well, I've seen that there was coming around the hairpin. I think he
Yeah.
just lost it because he was just at the start of the end of the hairpin turn. He was just parked up there.
Ah, right.
yeah,
That
yeah, I
explains
saw
it.
him spin.
So,
I was looking behind me at that time,
Yeah.
so
was that the best you think you could have got out of this race, Roland, or do you think you could have got more out of the car?
no, I was slower than the Slow Dog and the Auto Force, the other three ahead, and yeah, water was catching me, and yeah, I think it was the same pace as Chaos, so I think it's a good result. I think it couldn't get better, so
And
Yeah,
finally,
I got damaged off you rolling on one of the corners on the first sector. That's why I was pulling back from you.
okay.
right, and one last thing to mention, your double overtake. What a move that was. 'Cause I'm fairly sure Tom
Oh,
can
yeah,
also
well,
say
no.
Tom can also vouch for this. That was a move and a half. That was.
Move of the race.
Thank you. Yeah, I was just going for it. Saw a gap on the inside. I was not planning to overtake Slow Dog, but yeah, I was still alongside him after the first turn, so yeah, just let it stuck. So
So, we see that's happening. Gonna round out the episode here for we're gonna round out the episode here for the Abu Dhabi, and next time we move on
Alright.
to Brazil. So,
Alright, so that is it for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Next time we will see you next week in Sao Paulo for Brazil. Cinnamon Rage takes this victory over you know,
Hayes.
Rosberg and Hayes. Entertaining race, and obviously my first race for F1 XL, hopefully the first of many for if it's Formula 4, Formula 2 or whatever I get commentating, but hopefully I do more.
well,
So
hopefully
I'd like to
look forward
thank my commentating partner
Thank you
for,
very
you
much.
know, commentating with me with this race. It's been a pleasure. And to every driver who raced tonight, very entertaining race from start to finish. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Brazil next week.